still have in the studio with us High Chief Elvis Kaine. Welcome, sir.
Thank you.
When will the form expire?
Well, by the publication of November 26th, 2024, the collection of forms was supposed to end. The closing date was supposed to be on the 15th of this
January.
January.
Okay. So are you extending it?
Yes, because of calls from some of the aspirants and some concerned Ndokwa leaders, we are making a little extension for the fact that there are people that have collected the forms but have not been able to completely processed. And the possibility of them returning the forms on or before tomorrow is what we doubt. And to be able to accommodate them, we'll intend extending the closing date to the 20th of this month. That's an additional 5 days.
Additional 5 days. Are you using the form to raise fund, or there's a budget from the NNU account to sponsor this election?
The NNU, that is a socio-cultural body, it's not a profit-making group. So situation like this, the electoral process generates the funds for the electoral activities. So we generate funds through the process to fund the activities.
So your form for President General, how much is it?
Yeah, for President General, it's also in the publication. We have 300,000 for the PG slots, the President General slots.
300,000.
Yeah.
It's not too much.
No, because it is a test. It's one of the tests of credibility.
Seriously.
Yes, because we want our people that at least that can afford 2 square meals to occupy the position, so that there will not be beggars when they get there. Because the position is one that you are not expected to sell out. If you are lowly placed, the possibility that you get there and you start thinking of selling out your mandate will be there. And if that happens at the end of the day, the expected dividends that the people are expecting from you will be eroded. So anybody that is interested in that position and has come up, we assume is relatively stable financially to be able to carry his cross and carry the cross of Ndokwa Nation.
So are you saying that if I have money and I don't have vision for Ndokwa people, I can just take the form for President General? Or are you looking for people who have money and not the passion, the vision to drive the Ndokwa Nation to the greater heights?
There are factors that make an individual or a group achieve targets. When you have the knowledge and you don't have the financial support, you cannot achieve anything. In fact, you cannot achieve much. Let me put it that way. So, as part of the criteria for the screening, this stability, that is financial stability, relative financial stability, is a key factor. Then, intellectual capacity is another critical factor. Drive. You can have the money, you can have the intellectual capacity, but without the drive, and that is the passion, you will also not be able to do anything. So there are a lot of things involved. It is not just the financial stability. There are so many things involved that determine the credibility of an individual. So it is not just the finance.
Just the finance. So the form is one of your source of generating funds for the election.
Yes.
Process the election.
Yes.
So what other ways do you have in generating funds? Because the form, the candidates that are picking the form
Yes.
might not give you the adequate finance to run the election. So do you have any other sources that you get money from?
Yeah, definitely. Like the forms will not give us up to half of what we require to run the race. But we have our BOT, members of the Board of Trustees. They are there. We also have our royal fathers. We have some other philanthropists that have a burning desire for a change in Ndokwa narratives. They are there supporting the process.
So you have appealed to them to form the process?
Sure.
Are you having good response?
Definitely, we are having. We have good number of them that have responded.
I hope if they formed it, they will change the process, change your intention of having credible election. Because sometimes funding the process can influence a change.
That is why I am today nominated as the chairman of the Electoral Committee, because they believe in me and they believe in what I'll be able to do. They believe in my principles and they know that I do not wave. So, the issue of whoever pays the piper dictates the tune will not arise, because all of them know before now that the man that is there will be difficult to be bought over.
All right. We have seen a lot of promises like this. We have seen a lot of convictions that you are saying. I've heard it on many platforms across the world.
Yes.
But we have seen that in the course of the election, there are discrepancies, or we call it glitch, that cannot be explained at the end after after the winner has been declared.
Yes.
Then you are told, go to court.
Yes.
Go to court. Go to court. Please, can you tell the aspirants, step by step, how the election is going to go, how they will see it, that it's going to be transparent, it's going to be credible. Can you tell them step by step, this is how the election will be conducted?
Yes, I think that is very important. The processes were put in place to ensure that the election is transparent. Is first coming up with the delegate electorate.
How are you going to screen the delegates? Do they have a card? Do they have a tag? How are you going to screen the delegates? So let's start from that process, because the delegate is going to come. Yes. From there, you tell us the next step, how the electoral committee will set up any of the ballot boxes. Tell us the process. Tell us the step by step. So in case one of the aspirants sees that what you are saying is not in accordance, he can hold you responsible.
Exactly. See, the delegates are drawn from the community, because it is not an open election where everybody goes to vote. It's a delegate election. And the delegates will be nominated by their clans. And the clans will give a letter of authentication to each delegate. So with that, we collect and we come up with a comprehensive list of all the delegates. So we already know the number of delegates that will be involved in the election. So each clan will send the list of delegates. We will compile, and it will be very visible to all the aspirants. In that case, you will see that there will not be anything like overvoting, because the number of aspirants are known. I mean, number of delegates are known. So there won't be any issue of overvoting. So that is one aspect of it. To ensure that each delegate that is coming is the authentic one from the clan. On the day of the election, we will have the list of delegates and the names of the delegates as nominated by the clan. So we'll cross-check with the nomination from the clans with the list before we allow you into the arena. So the issue of somebody infiltrating will not be there. So we have put everything in place, and security will be there to ensure that you will be cleared at the gate. After cross-checking your name in the list with the clan nomination list and letter, before you'll be allowed in. So once that is done, there won't be any question of an infiltrator, and we will not have any issue of overvoting. And the ballot papers will be tagged. We assign numbers to ballot papers, so that each ballot booklet that contains the list of all the aspirants will bear a particular number to identify a particular delegate that is coming in for the election. So the issue of manipulation from there will not be there, because we have those processes put in place.
All right, thank you so much, sir.
And the issue of the ballot boxes. Yes, the ballot boxes, as usual, will be presented and clearly marked out for the various positions. So, for the PG position, of course, all the ballot papers for PG will go into the PG ballot box, so that at the end of the day, sorting will be done in the presence of the representatives of each candidates. So there won't be anything like counting and apportioning numbers to another candidate when everything will be counted right there in the presence of everybody.
So you're very sure that there will not be vote buying?
Vote buying? Well, I don't think there will be vote buying, because where are you going to buy the vote in the field?
Because they are delegates, and delegates can be convinced with money, and the electoral body is to monitor to
Yes.
ensure that none of the delegates are influenced by money.
So long as we are the umpire and we are monitoring the process, I assure you that right there in the field, the venue of the election, we will monitor the process to ensure that there will not be any vote buying. And of course, we can chew and swallow ourselves, but we cannot chew and give to others to swallow. So, in the process of the campaign, since we will not be involved in the campaign, that is the gap that we don't know of. So if they go to the field in the process of campaign and anything happens there, of course, that is not an aspect that can be handled by the electoral umpire. But because our people have suffered a lot of injustices before now as a result of vote buying, and for this particular election, Ndokwa people have a burning desire for a change. And we have sensitized our people to ensure that credible people, not just sending in delegates, but that credible people are nominated as delegates. So if that is done from the clan angle, then I don't think there will be anything like vote buying. Because if it does not happen at the community level, definitely there is no way it will happen right there in the election ground. It's not possible. Because all of us members of the committee will be there. The security will be there. Our leaders will be there. So we'll ensure that we'll get it right this time.
Right, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah.
Our time is up, but quickly, could you tell us the date of the election and if you have any intention to shift the date?
Well, the date of the election is on the 8th of February, 2025. We, by the grace of God, we will not shift the date because we have a week after the election for the incumbent ESCO to prepare their documents for a smooth handover. And the inauguration of the new ESCO that will be of February. So if we conduct the election on the 8th, on the 13th, the handover is done. Because that is the calendar. It's just like in the Nigerian situation where our handover is usually on the 29th of May. So in our own case, it's on the 13th of February. So even if we conduct election on the 13th of February, it means the handover will be that day.
That same day?
Yes.
Wow.
So that is what I mean is, should we extend the date of this election, scheduled to hold on the 8th, and we'll fix it, extend it maybe to the 13th of February. It means the election will be done that day and handover will be done that day, which is not. So we cannot.
The space time you have
Yes.
is within 5 days.
Just within 5 days for the incumbent ESCO to be able to prepare their documents for a smooth handover on the 13th of February.
So you can't shift election to 14th to 16th. It must be on the 13th.
No. Handover?
No. The election will be done on the 8th of February.
On the 8th, yes.
And you said that the handover must be done on the 13th.
On the 13th,
So
yes.
do you have any intention, in case there is any other challenges you have,
yes,
and you want to shift the date from 8th,
yes,
maybe to on the 10th, 11th, 12th, or possibly on the 14th? Is it possible, or it must be on the 13th?
If that situation comes up, we will give adequate notice to all the aspirants. But for now, there is no indication whatsoever. We have not seen anything that will make us think of shifting the date away from that 8th of February. So the election is on the 8th of February.
8th of February.
Yes.
We'll host you again before on the 8th of February to tell us more, tell the aspirant more, how prepared are you?
Yeah.
All right. So do you have any challenges currently that you need help?
Well, there's challenges everywhere in life, but the challenges as far as this election is concerned, within our control. So we're still managing the challenges.
All right.
So that is.
I should hear this.
That's so
nice having you today.
Yes, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Just advise your aspirants on 1 or 2 roles to play?
Yes, that is
trustees.
That is where the I think it's a good thing having me here at this time, and I want to use this opportunity to appeal to all our aspirants that this election is a brotherly affair. It's like a family affair. So I wouldn't want anybody to go out in the process of the campaigns attempting to destroy the character of another aspirant. Let your campaign be issue-based. Just tell us what you want to do for Ndokwa Nation. And tell us the plans you have to achieve those things. If possible, you can tell us the timelines for whatever you have programmed to execute. But don't go about telling us that the aspirant is this, the aspirant is that. No. Talk about yourself. Tell the Ndokwa people and our entire audience your capacity. What made you come into the ring? Because coming on board is to call for emancipation, to come to take Ndokwa Nation to the next level. So you should be able to tell us the qualities you have, your capacities, and what you think will support you to achieve this vision for Ndokwa Nation. That is just what we need from you. So don't go about carrying out campaign of calumny. No. Let us avoid anything that will destroy relationships tomorrow. Because after the election, we are still brothers and we continue to act as brothers. Then to our electorate, I will also appeal to all of you. Whoever is nominated as delegates from the clans. All of us know what vote buying has cost the entire nation. Let us avoid it. Because you collect anything to vote for somebody, you mortgage your conscience and you mortgage your life, you mortgage your voice. Avoid it. Just come, cast your votes. Check the credibility of each of the aspirants, then cast your votes. If your aspirant, your candidate wins, to God be the glory. If otherwise, we still give glory to God, because whoever wins is still an Ndokwa man, and he is going to serve all of us. So let's vote buying. And on that day of the election, let us all try to be orderly. We cannot cause any confusion because of this house thing. So we should be orderly. We should be prepared to make it as peaceful as possible. And then to our BOT and our fathers, I want to appeal that the incoming team, the incoming NNU executive team, should be given maximum support. If we don't support them, they will be like children sent to the farm without being equipped by their parents. Let's support them. Let's rally around them. Provide what they need or what they will need to be able to carry out their activities. Funding is very important, because without funding, they will not achieve much. So we should all come together to support them, and I will appeal to everybody, man, woman, elders, the young ones, that as soon as this election is over, let us call the new executive team together, be with them, join them in mapping our strategy, so that our roles as the elders will be spelled out. The roles of the youths will be spelled out. The roles of the women will be spelled out. The roles of the executive, they know, because they know why they have come up to take up the mantle.
I should have it. Thank you
So
so
on
much,
that note,
sir.
I thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
We'll host you again. We'll talk more about this election before the election dates.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
God bless you, sir.
And you too.
God bless you.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you for watching this TV. Remain blessed.